Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today, for the very first time ever, we are going to look at a Muse song played by Muse, as opposed to anybody else, like The Warning, for example, or anybody. We know very little about this band, and in fact, when I was researching this song, I was surprised to find out when the album came out. The album came out in 2003, and it was their third studio album, Absolution. The song is Stockholm Syndrome. And we got a tip that this was a song that maybe was favored by the Warning Sisters, but nonetheless, the actual performance came highly recommended, so we thought we'd take a look. It comes from 2015. Adrian, do you have any thoughts ahead before we go into this?
Well, I have no experience with Muse, really, except for when the Warning did covers, so I'm kind of psyched to see what this is like.
Well, my understanding is it's another trio, and the Warning sound actually did get sculpted somewhat through influence from this band in particular. So that's about it. I think we might have tried another Muse maybe a year ago, and it got blocked. But that's not as big a problem with live clips. So that's what we're looking at today. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this, and we'll discuss afterwards.
All righty.
Turn down your guitar!
Stand
Wow. Huh. Well, I've got some thoughts. How about you, Adrian?
There's so much in this music. I mean, it's just jam-packed with riffs, licks, and other goodies. I just thought it was generally well-written and darn creative.
Yeah, it was. It was. I was totally on board there for up until the point he started smashing stuff and knocking things over. I'm like, wait, no. I'm definitely against instrument abuse. If you've ever watched any of our Deep Purple reactions, you know that. I'm like, no, do not be smashing things. Or the Who, yeah, the Who, another one. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Jimi Hendrix got around the whole thing of the amp stack falling over by having one of his crew members behind it, holding it up while he was doing stuff like that. So they could have used somebody like that. I don't know. I don't know if they were dummy amps or if it was the last show of the tour or what was going on there, but I don't know. But yeah, more Jimi Hendrix channeling. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
was there anything in particular that you thought about, that reminded you of what The Warning does within this performance?
I could see why The Warning likes this band so much.
Yeah.
It was just, I like the way the song began with just this drone for like a couple minutes, and it's kind of changing a little bit and adjusting. Then the song really begins, and the drums are just downright groovy in some parts, I think, especially at the beginning.
I agree. It sounds like Matt Bellamy has one of those Octaver pedals too, like Danny uses in Satisfied.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Every once in a while you could hear it. He was using it. Yeah, he uses a lot of electronic treatments on his guitar, as a matter of fact, I was noticing. I thought for a moment there, until I saw the fourth guy hiding behind the bass player, that they were using maybe some backing tracks as well. I don't know if that's the case or not, because I couldn't really see what he was doing back there. We never really got a clear shot of his rig or anything. So, how about those lights on the fretboards?
Oh, yeah. That reminds me of Donnie and The Warning. She's got the
pretty sure
special guitar with the lights on the fretboard.
Yeah, I think we just found the inspiration. Yeah, so so that was cool. I might have to listen to the album. Yeah, on the album, it's a 5-minute song. Here, that was almost 9 minutes right there, what we saw. So interesting. I like the sound. Actually, it's probably the thing that I like the most that I have heard from Muse. Oh, and just a little by the by, the very next album is called Black Holes and Revelations. So there may have been a little bit of influence there too to come up with the title Black Holes, I'm just saying, but not that there's any problem with that. So this is also the album that has Hysteria on it, which is the oft covered song that bass players in particular really like even today. We just saw The Warning do it, their Pal Norte gig in 2015, with Allie there and they're, looking like a straight out of school. All of them, like you mentioned, sitting there. Like that.
Yeah, just watching Allie's hands throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. So that was loads of fun. I really know very little about this band other than what I've heard from The Warning talking about them. Like I say, we tried a different song at one point and it just got flat blocked. So we were like, okay, well, I guess we can't do Muse. But I think we found a loophole. So why don't you let us know if you've ever heard this song before? And if you have any particular recommendations of Muse, just understanding that live versions are probably going to be a whole lot easier for us to check out. Other suggestions, leave them below. Anything that you noticed that we didn't, that maybe relates back to The Warning? The driving rhythm, by the way, the way that the drummer uses his bass drum and the bass player work together, that reminded me a little bit of some of what Pal and Allie do all the time. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. And again, help us out. What else should we listen to from this band? Okay. And thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.